Hi, my name is Jason Ballard and I am a realtor on the Darren James & Associates team brokered by LPT Realty. When you work in real estate like myself, you meet a ton of great people and fantastic clients. And one question you hear over and over again, people are just curious. They want to know what's the story on how you got into real estate. It's a great question, and in my case, it's actually a pretty interesting story. So I wanted to put together just a quick little video explaining the story of how I got into real estate and just tell y'all all about why I love working in the business and serving all of my clients. So follow me, because to tell my story, you and I are going to have to go back in time. So step inside this imaginary DeLorean, because we're going back just a few years to when I was a college student studying to get my bachelor's in business management from Southeastern Louisiana University. Southeastern was a phenomenal university. I learned so much from all of my business professors there. And lion up, Hammond, America, the Southeastern alumni watching this, y'all know what I'm talking about. So one thing you should know about me is I've always had a big passion in my heart for serving and helping other people. And one day, me and my college roommate, Trent, hi Trent, one day me and Trent were talking and we had this fantastic idea to start our very own Christian collegiate ministry there on campus. We got approval from the university, and together, me and Trent, we started the Southeastern Christian Association. In the beginning, it was just me and Trent, but we attracted an incredible group of people to join us. And by the end, we had over 60 students that were members of our collegiate ministry there. It was through running this organization that it actually helped train me on how to be a more effective listener, to better understand people's hearts and really where they were coming from as I worked alongside them, helping them to overcome various obstacles in their life and helping them to grow their faith and achieve their goals. Now, meanwhile, while I was still in college, to help me pay the bills, I actually launched my very own film production studio. It was my passion for cinema and storytelling that led me to enter into the thrilling world of filmmaking. As I improved my skills both behind the camera and at directing, my collaborative efforts led to so many exciting opportunities in the film industry, even culminating in my creation of 2 successful feature films. I was introduced into a world bustling with creativity, filled with incredible individuals whose talents illuminated every project I undertook. The film industry became like my second home, a place where dreams were woven into cinematic realities. Sadly, life's unpredictability made its grand entrance with the global health crisis of 2020. The film industry, once buzzing with activity, came to a grinding halt, forcing my film studio to close its doors. Simultaneously, my collegiate ministry also had to disband as the university went fully virtual. Yet amidst all the chaos and uncertainty, I found comfort in the old saying, when one door closes, another door opens. True to this sentiment, this unexpected end of an era became my catalyst for new beginnings. I redirected my focus, exploring uncharted territories and embracing new opportunities. I took my very first steps into the world of real estate when I decided to list my home in Hammond for sale by owner. It was as I was preparing my home for the market that I was looking around in the area to see what local real estate agents were doing to promote all of their listings. And that was when I had a brilliant idea. I realized that my skills and talents in cinematography and my background in the film industry made me uniquely qualified to create captivating and engaging marketing material to help sell my home. I began setting a new standard for real estate marketing as I used my Hollywood-grade camera to create captivating walkthrough videos of my property, giving potential buyers an immersive experience that transcended the typical listing photos. Using a 360-degree camera, I also created engaging virtual tours and leveraged my FAA commercial drone pilot license to capture breathtaking aerial photos that showcase my property in ways previously unimaginable. Through targeted ads, I promoted all of this content online, and the results were astounding. On the very first day that my house hit the market, I actually received over 50 different phone calls from different families that had seen my ads online and were interested in my home. That day, I held a sort of spontaneous open house as family after family kept pulling into my driveway, knocking on my front door, and asked for tours of my home. I met so many great families, and I clicked with so many different people. I actually had a couple of different families try to hire me to be their realtor. Sadly, I wasn't licensed at that time. Now, that was a crazy day, and honestly, it was one of the best days of my life. One of the people that I met that day was named Adam, and I also met his mother, Phyllis. Now, Adam, he had tragically been involved in a car accident that left him paralyzed and bound to a wheelchair. Adam was interested in my home, but he was really curious at how the home might be able to be modified to be more handicap accessible. Luckily, I had actually drawn up a highly detailed floor plan of my home, and so I was able to sit down with Adam with that floor plan, and we discussed for over an hour different ways that the home might be able to be modified to be more handicap accessible. At the end of that discussion, Adam was sold, and we put together a quick contract, and he and I were at the closing table just a week later. It was while we were sitting at the closing table at the title attorney's office that Adam opened up to me. He told me that before he toured my home, he had met with several other realtors in the area, but he felt very disrespected by them. When he toured homes of these agents, they would instantly shut down his ideas on renovating the homes to be more handicap accessible. They told him that he was wrong and that his ideas would not work. The issue is, if they would have just listened to Adam like I had, they would have learned that before Adam's car accident, he was a professional home renovator that would buy up entire subdivisions to renovate and flip the homes. He had extensive knowledge of construction and knew far better than these agents on what could be done to make the homes handicap friendly. And so Adam thanked me for listening to him when no one else would, and for treating him with respect. And so when our business that day was concluded and I left the title attorney's office, my mind was pondering all the different things that had happened. I realized for the first time that my life had helped me develop certain skills that would empower me to succeed in the world of real estate. I realized that if I got into real estate, I could help so many other people, just like I helped Adam. And so not long after, I got my real estate license and became a realtor. Now, as a new realtor, I knew from my very first day that if I wanted to succeed in this business, I needed to join a real estate team. That's when I learned about Mr. Darren James, a champion and visionary in the realm of real estate. He was the leader of a small team of top-producing agents in the Greater Baton Rouge Area, consistently outperforming larger teams and topping the leaderboard in Louisiana. As I read the hundreds of 5-star reviews written by their former clients over the years, I realized the Darren James team was full of agents that always went above and beyond in service to their clients. I had the wonderful opportunity to meet Mr. Darren for lunch one day, and it was right then and there I decided to join the team. Right away, Mr. Darren took me under his wing and began mentoring me to not only be a champion in real estate, but also a champion in life. He helped mold me into the successful agent that I am today. And so that is the story on how I got into real estate and why it brings me so much joy to serve all of my clients. Now, if you or someone you know is interested in buying or selling property in the Greater Baton Rouge area, consider giving me a call. It would be my pleasure to serve you. Till then, thank you for watching, and bye for now.